Hey guys, I'm back. Super excited today. Why? Because this recipe is near and dear to my heart. It's pasta with oil and garlic. I remember this as a very young girl, my grandmother making it for us. No matter what time of day we asked her to make it, she made it. 10 o'clock in the morning, midnight, didn't matter. She jumped up and made it. It was more of a snack than a meal. And that's the kind of way we look at it here. It's more of a snack than a meal only because it's so fast. And it's so delicious. This happens to be one Albie Manzo's favorite thing ever, and he's the one that always says, "Ma, can you make me pasta at midnight?" And of course I make it. Cursing him, but I make it. And my little Marchesa Scalia, it's one of her favorite things too. 3 very simple ingredients: red pepper, salt, garlic. That's your mainstay, of course, olive oil, chicken broth. It literally takes no longer than 10 minutes, and it is so, so good. I need a helper. Who's around? Is Chris around? Chris!
Making Al's favorite thing?
Sure are.
Even though it's me that's home?
That's right.
Right.
I appreciate
Sounds
you.
about right.
Oil and garlic. What's your feeling about oil and garlic?
It's good. Classic, home, smells like home, tastes like home. I like to cover it with cheese because it bores me a little bit. So I like a lot of salt, so I'll cover it with cheese.
You do it. You do.
That's
you.
what I do. I'm just telling you what I do.
And there's no sin in doing that.
And also, it really sounds like you put your grandmother through it. All hours of the day and night.
We did.
Like what?
I'm
sure she's short and old and
I miss her.
Probably didn't need any of that.
I was her favorite though, so she should do whatever I wanted.
Oh, that's
all right. Let's do this. Super simple, guys. Super, super simple. Again, now remember what I said before, that I don't measure everything. So today I'm kind of winging it, and I'm guesstimating, and I hope that you'll get the basic idea. We're going to get olive oil. We're going to get a shallow pan like this because all basically you're doing is getting the oil up to temperature. And then you're going to put the garlic in there. You do not want the garlic to brown, again, because it will become bitter and really lose its flavor. You want it to be slightly golden. There's a trick to that. Once you see it starting to change color or getting a little bit transparent kind of, you lift it right off that heat and put it aside. In the meantime, Chris, I see the water is boiling, so why don't you go salt it? Look at that. Look at that technique. You're something else.
Aren't I?
You really are. Now I'm going to put the garlic in. So now I used half a cup of oil. That's the perfect amount. Because you don't want to oversaturate the pasta with oil because you're going to add a little chicken broth for flavor. And you don't want it to be heavy, heavy grease. Especially I'm using a very light pasta. I'm using a capellini, which is a very fine pasta. So while this is cooking, I take my little red pepper flakes, I throw that in, and a little salt. Right there. Super quick. Super quick.
Did you just call me just the salt water?
No, because now you're going to put the pasta in.
Okay, got it. Right. Now?
Go ahead. So once the garlic is in for about 30, 40 seconds, put the pasta in, because that's how fast this is. Capellini cooks really fast, so you got to keep an eye on it. Now you could look at this garlic. You see it starting to brown? So that's perfect. Very important. You want to cook this al dente. What does al dente mean? It's got a little bit of a bite to it, a little bit of a chew to it. Otherwise, it'll be mush, because this is a very, very fine pasta. You could do this with spaghetti. My granddaughter likes it with rigatoni. She'll eat it with anything. But basically, it's capellini, thin spaghetti, because it's just supposed to be a really quick thing. Like I said, it's more of a dessert than a meal.
You say dessert.
I said dessert. See what I'm thinking?
I mean, it's the thing we eat after dinner.
It is.
So it acts as dessert. We eat it directly after we have a full meal.
We'll have a full meal and say, how about a little aglio? Now, that's the Italian way to say aglio. Stupid. Oil and garlic.
It sounds like you're trying to speak, but there's something on the top of your mouth that's stopping you from saying the thing that you want to say. Like you're about to say something and then a fly just went right into your mouth. And you were like, you know what I want?
Aglio.
Aglio.
Here's the thing with pasta. As you cook it, you become more and more experienced. So you're like, I could literally lift this pasta up and just look at it and know if it's cooked. Until you do, you just take a little bit and you taste it. All right, we're ready, baby. Now, we're going to take the pasta. This is an important thing. We're going to strain it. Now, watch what I'm going to do. Real fast. One shake. And then back in. Why did I do that? Because I want to save some pasta water. Saving the pasta water allows you to have a little bit of starch to your broth, if you will, which allows the flavor to stick to your pasta. Also, what I do is I put a shot of chicken broth, only because it just keeps a shot. That's like a quarter cup, half a cup. Then I get my, pour it in, and I get a little bit of pasta just like that, swirl it around the pot to get everything out. Even though it's oil-based.
Behind!
He's such a fool.
Corner!
Even though it's oil-based, it's not sticky. Now, the way you serve this is you add a little salt to it, lots of cheese if you want, and it is the most delicious pasta that takes literally 5 minutes to cook. So good. Reminds me of Granny.
Are we not going to eat this either? Is this going to be another one of those things where we just make something and don't eat it?
Maybe we'll let these guys have a little. They're working hard, these camera guys. These camera, they're so cute. I'm going to feed these boys today.
Feed them.
All right?
Yeah.
Look how pretty. Look how easy. And I wish you could taste how good. This was one of the greatest recipes to share with you guys because it reminds me of my childhood. To me, this is a hug from 60 years ago. My grandmother taught us how to make it. Now I'm making it for my children and grandchildren, and I'm teaching it to you guys, and I hope you use it. Chris, this was for the crew. Oh, Skeef, you did. Now I can't give this to you guys. You're not eating. You're not eating. It's his fault.
It's good.
I'm sorry. But anyway, you guys like, subscribe, comment, and I hope you join me next time. This was so much fun.